Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I took my reselling business from $0 to $8,000 a month in less than 6 months, and how you guys can actually do the same thing. 6 months ago, I was working a grocery store job over 40 hours a week, and to be honest, I was a complete slave. They would call me in on random days and punish me when I didn't come in. I got extremely sick for about 2 weeks, and they denied my leave of absence, doing endless tasks that I honestly didn't need to do, and it wasn't even my job. But that's just the reality of what working a 9 to 5 is actually like. I realized that that is complete bullshit, and I do not want to be a slave for the rest of my life. So I started reselling, and 6 months later, I was able to quit my job, buy my first car, and I even dropped out of school to pursue this full time because I believe in this business so much. Now in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 key pieces of advice that's going to help you start and grow your reselling business. I'm going to show you exactly how to find good quality vendors and what products to buy, how to actually sell your products, and then how to actually grow your business. I highly suggest you guys stay until the end of this video because it's going to be super value packed. I'm literally not going to be holding anything back and giving you guys the complete sauce on how I grew my reselling business. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now the first thing you guys are going to need to start your reselling business is a vendor. A vendor is basically somebody who supplies you with products like these one-to-one spider hoodies, these one-to-one colognes, and even products like AirPods. AirPod Max is, like you can see in the background, it's basically the first step of making money like this every single month. Now, if you guys are tapped into reselling on Instagram and TikTok and all these different platforms, you know that there are people in comment sections trying to get you to join their Telegram, to DM them for vendors, or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm telling you right now, those guys are not reliable. Do not buy from TikTok comment sections. Do not buy from 90% of Snapchat resellers. And most certainly, do not buy from DHgate. All 3 of these things are literally websites sent straight from hell to sabotage you in your reselling business. So instead of doing that and wasting money, getting scammed, or just getting low quality products, I'm gonna put you guys onto my personal vendors. Now what I do is I use this website called bksupply.store. This is my personal website, and it's basically a collection of all the vendors I've used to make over $8,000 per month. It's the same vendors I use to get every single product I just showed you, and they are exactly like the real thing. But right now, these vendors are actually super cheap. I'm running a flash sale for you guys, and if you spend over $15 on this website before June 20th, you're going to get access to my free reselling ebook, which is going to be even more sauce than is in this video. But enough self-promo. Those are the vendors that I personally use. Now, for some reason, if you guys do not want to buy my vendors because you guys are just petty and you don't want to support me, or you just think that I'm untrustworthy even though I have hundreds of reviews on my page, if you're going to find a vendor by yourself, what I would recommend doing is going on websites like Alibaba and doing deep research. What I mean by this is, let's say you are trying to get a spider hoodie. Type in spider hoodie on Alibaba, message 20 different vendors, ask them for quality pics, ask them for prices, for shipping rates, put together orders to see which vendor is, the best price and which vendor is the highest quality. If the vendor is not going to send you quality videos or is super obscure with their pricing and shipping times, do not go with them. And most vendors do actually suck, so it's going to take you a lot of research, and having to do that for every single product is kind of insane. So if you guys want to save yourself the time, go to bksupply.store and I got you guys. Now, once you guys find a reliable vendor that can get you high quality products, how do you actually sell these? I'm not going to make this video telling you to resell on Facebook and eBay and Depop and all these different marketplace apps, because that is not how resellers make their fucking money. If you want to know how resellers actually make their money, it's from content. It's from social media. That is the truth. If you want to make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month with reselling, you need to post on social media. The max you can make on marketplace apps is maybe $3K a month, and it takes a lot more work than social media, I'm telling you. Now, the only marketplace app that I personally sell on is Facebook. Along with this, I'm going to be giving you guys the Snapchat and the Instagram methods in order to do this. Now, number 1, for Facebook. Facebook is a game of basically beating out everybody else. If you live in a city, you live in a town, there are going to be other people with your products. Now, one way to combat this is to get super unsaturated products, but then you run the risk of not knowing if it's going to sell or not because there's not a lot of data to really back it up. If you want to get this super unsaturated cologne because you see nobody else is selling it, maybe nobody's selling it because nobody wants it. You really never know. So if you want to take the less risky route, what you have to do is basically play a game. You have to beat out everybody else. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say you have a Baccarat Rouge cologne. You're trying to list it on Facebook. Look at everybody else in your area's Baccarat Rouge listing. See what it's priced for. See how they present their product, and simply make your listing better. Price your products for lower, and since you get colognes from my vendor for literally $18 to $33, you can still sell them for 60, 70, 80 bucks and make a good profit. Same thing goes with AirPods, spider hoodies, whatever you're trying to sell on Facebook. But the number 2 products to sell on Facebook are AirPods or any sort of Apple products, AirPods, AirPod Maxes, Apple Pens, and then cologne. Now, like I said, take high quality listing photos just like the ones right here. And as well as that, make sure your products are priced lower than everybody else's. Now, what I would also recommend is putting your product as like new. That way it doesn't get flagged by Facebook and it doesn't get taken down for being a rep. And also make sure that your products have valid serial codes, batch codes, and any sort of authentication like papers or anything else. Because even if you don't sell your products as real, if you sell them as one-to-one, you should still have that so they are actually a one-of-one product. Now, once you do that, you have your listing up. There's two more things you can do to actually boost it. Number one is literally boosting your listing. You can basically run ads on Facebook, a little boost button that you can click, and you can basically run ads for like $2 to $3 a day, get a couple extra 100 views, and that's going to help you out significantly. The second thing you can do is join Facebook groups. Join as many Facebook groups as you can. Join Facebook groups for electronics, for colognes, for clothing, whatever you are trying to sell, and simply post your products in those groups. Now, the max you can post on Facebook for one product is 20 groups. So join 20 groups for clothing, 20 groups for cologne, 20 groups for fucking AirPods, whatever it is. Join as many groups as possible. It's going to help you expand your reach. And that is basically how you sell on Facebook. Now, the second method I want to show you guys is the social media method. This is with Snapchat and with Instagram. Now, this is probably the most powerful method and how I make most of my money. And it's really, really good if you are starting out, and especially if you're in high school or college and you know people around your age. If you have a lot of people on Snapchat or a lot of people on Instagram, all you have to do is post your products on your stories, say slide up for offers, its price is negotiable, and just put your products in as many people's face as possible. If you're going to a meetup for somebody to sell a product, especially somebody that you know, record it, post it on social media. Maybe the video will go viral and you can get a bunch of customers. Post all the reviews that you get, post all the business that you do. That way people actually know that you are legit. This is a very, very simple local reselling method that you can use on Snapchat and Instagram. But if you guys want to see my full reselling guide for social media, which is way too much to go in depth in this video, and literally the exact blueprint on how I make $8,000 a month, you can go to my website and get my reselling ebook. And it basically breaks down my entire business model A to Z and how you can copy it to make 8 to 10K a month this summer. Now, once you have your products, once you start selling your products, how do you actually grow your business? Now, it's actually very simple. Reselling is a very simple business model. What you put in is what you get out. How much money you put in is how much money you get out. So all you have to do to grow your business is get more products. Let's say you start off with $160, just like I did. You flip 4 colognes, you make $500. That is literally exactly what I did. You take that $500 and you invest it in more products. You get some more colognes. Maybe you get some spider hoodies. Maybe you get some AirPods. Maybe you get some designer shades or some shoes or some AirPod Maxes or some Dysons, whatever it is. Reinvest into your business. I'm telling you right now, that little bit of profit you make from your first couple bulk orders is not going to do shit for you. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to make a drastic change in your income. So you're much better off putting that money back into your business, which is an asset that will grow over time. And within a month, you are literally going to be making an extreme amount of money. My vendors do make this super easy because they have you with shipping time. So you can literally order a product and get it within less than a week. So you can order 4 bulk orders, 5, 6 bulk orders in a month. And if you sell your products fast, just imagine how much money you can make. Keep posting on social media, keep staying consistent, and try and get as many bulk buyers as possible. What this means is that the people that come to you, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Snapchat, try and get them to come back to you. Ask them, what products do they want? If they're getting colognes, ask them, hey, I can get colognes for you. What colognes do you like? What clothing do you like? I'm going to get some more. And try and build up that recurring customer base, because that is the real cash cow. People coming back to you time and time again is way easier than having to get a new customer every single time. That is literally exactly how I grew my reselling business from $0 to $8,000 a month in less than 6 months, and how you can do the exact same thing by copying my business model. If you guys got a lot of value out of this video, I know it was a little bit shorter, but I didn't want to make this way too long. Honestly, a lot of this shit is just boring business stuff. You'd probably much rather read it in like 5 minutes than have to watch a whole 50-minute YouTube video about it. So if that's the case, go to my website and you can cop my reselling ebook for only $15, or you can get it for free with a purchase of over $15 on my website until June 20th. It basically breaks down every single thing I showed you in this video more in depth, plus more on how I grew my reselling business and how you can do the same thing for yourself. And as well as that, you guys can get any of my personal suppliers on that exact same website, BKSupply.store. It will be linked down in the description. With that being said, hope you guys got a lot of value out of this video. Hope you guys learned a lot and actually apply it. That way you can grow your reselling business, and I will catch you guys in the next one.